another one. You know what I'm saying? Women are mad that men don't approach them anymore in public. Look, let's get right into it, y'all.
If you want to get a guy to come...
If you want a man that badly, how about doing the approaching yourselves, ladies? Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe.
To answer the question of where to find them, I kid you not, Monday nights at the bar. Monday nights at the bar. Monday nights at the bar. I can get into specifics, and of course there's other options, like there's conferences, there are golf courses, there's Whole Foods is like a number one. Like there's a lot of places, but the number one suggestion I would give is Monday night at the bar. A high-end bar, not the hood bar, it's a high-end bar.
You guys, I figured out the secret to meeting dudes. Go to a nice bar and just sit at the bar alone. If you look good, I promise you will get approached. I never realized how many men go to the bar alone until I went to the bar alone. There's a lot of dudes just sitting there. And yeah, obviously some of them are weird, but some of them are not weird. I was at a really nice bar waiting for my friends to get there, and I ended up being there alone for like 2 hours. Don't ask. I get approached by one guy immediately.
We don't need to ask,
he buys me a drink. He leaves. I wasn't really interested anyway. Immediately, another guy comes and sits in his spot and buys me a drink. And that guy was cool. It was more like friend vibes, but like the odds are in your favor if you do this. Obviously be careful and use your judgment, but that shit works.
I go to the bar alone and no one talks to me. But if I do this and don't get approached, I'm gonna cry on the way home. I need advice on what days and around what times and what kind of bars we talking. I want to try this little experiment. This is dating on easy mode for women, but these women don't even need to go through all this trouble to get a guy. Just a hi and a smile will do. This method is proving to be difficult for some women because most of them have complained they aren't pretty enough. If they really want boyfriends, they can do the approaching themselves. They're more likely to succeed anyway.
Just go ahead and approach.
This is a question for the men. I just want to know, like, how can some men literally, like, just straight up lie, like, just straight up completely lie and make you think that you're the only person and you're the only one, and that they're crazy about you and that you're literally perfect, only to get played, only to find out that they're just with everybody else. You're not the only one.
The old school date and attraction is gone. I'm old school, but women do this 24/7. How can some women do the same? I am on a massive healing journey because of her. It goes both ways. Well, the good guys get told we belong in the friend zone.
Shout out to
we have
those on
learned
that
this
massive healing
from a
journey.
majority of women. There really isn't any answer that will ever validate that behavior. But again, that's something that's happening to both men and women right now. Matter of fact, some men are actually wondering, how can some women do the same thing and think it's okay? Right now, we're living in a world of hurt in the dating market, and women are doing it way worse than men now, considering the fact that they're dating multiple people at the same time.
Absolutely.
But that kind of behavior don't apply to all men. Some of them want to actually get in real relationships. They just don't know who to trust anymore because the dating scene is just crazy.
My problem is that I hate men, you know? But like, I love men. But like, I hate men. But like, I love men.
I am so fed up with this new generation of men. They literally don't want to get you no flowers. They don't want to take you on no dates. All they want to do is ask you what you're doing all day long and tell you lies. Like, I'm over it.
They don't take modern women on dates anymore because all they're looking for is a sponsor. And if men aren't taking women out on dates anymore, it's likely because they've been burned in the past.
And he means
women
that
want
literally,
everything without having to prove they're
not
worth
just
it.
figuratively.
For a man, dating a woman is like an investment. Why would he go out of his way to do all of these things when he's not sure of who you really are and your intentions? And we've seen it multiple times when a man treats a woman right. She usually gets bored of you and go with the players, basically drawing away from you. These women complain about the guy that they want not taking them on dates, not the good guys.
Okay, the best way to get any guy's attention at a bar is this. And I was voted biggest flirt in high school, so I feel like I kind of know what I'm talking about. Go have
that
fun.
makes her completely,
Be at
you
a
know what I'm
bar
saying,
and
certified.
genuinely be having fun. Your girlfriends, take the shots, live, laugh, love. Just be enjoying yourself. Guys pick up when girls are having fun authentically versus when you're there like sipping on your tequila sodas, wondering if anyone's gonna come talk to you. Well, obviously someone's gonna come talk to you. You guys are hot, you're beautiful, like it's fine. But if you're giving out the energy, like you're just waiting for like someone to come and make a move, I swear it's like repellent and no one wants that energy. Like people can feel each other's energy. So go out this weekend, have fun, flirt, dance, take tequila shots, whatever it may be in the moment. And I swear it'll be your secret charm.
Hey ladies, I cracked the code and I finally figured out where to meet men. And it wasn't Target or Home Depot or Lowe's or Trader Joe's. The car wash. Oh, don't worry if you don't have a car. You could just go into like that little store and buy a snack and maybe meet a snack.
It's not until you get to the age that they're at that you realize what a gap it is. Some people argue that, you know, you're an adult, you know what you're doing, you can make your own decisions. But I didn't have enough life experience to know better. And now that I am like
it's always an excuse.
A couple of the guys that I dated, I find it a little disturbing. I think because I question the mental maturity, like where was he at that he was able to, it's not just you tolerate someone that's younger, that you actually connect with someone that's that young.
Like I can make my own money and I can pay my own bills and I can raise my own kids, I can buy myself.
They do this thing where when they can't get the men that they want anymore, and they were doing it when they were younger, right? Now it's such a problem. Where was this guy's mental space at when he got with me when I was younger? It's got me terrified, but you still did it. You know, you can't do whatever you want and then have this 20/20 hindsight. And we're just going to be like, oh yeah, this makes total sense. Absolutely. No, you can't get the men that you want and you're just complaining right now. It really doesn't matter what you think anyway, because none of the dudes want you. I'm just saying. Some rich. Yeah. There we go. Hang on, y'all. TikTok's getting weird.
Flowers. You know, I can pleasure myself and hit the spot every single freaking time.
Well, then do it.
So
do it.
Like, I just want to know what men mean when they say, "What do you bring to the table?"
Why do you care?
Like,
hit the spot every time, lady.
To the table? What are you doing for me? How are
Don't
you
worry
making my
about
life
it.
better?
Hit the spot
All
every
men
time.
want is peace, love, and support. They essentially want to be loved for who they are rather than what they can provide. And here's the problem. All of the things that you just listed that you don't need from a man that you can do yourself, they're all things that are outside of just loving him for who he is as a person, right? You're talking about all things that he would physically provide to you. He doesn't want those things to be the sole reason why you're in a relationship with him. And so he doesn't expect those items to be provided by you. He cares about what you can provide emotionally. Are you going to be his peace? Are you going to provide him love? Are you going to mentally, emotionally support him?
I must go to America to protect her.
If women are happy to do things for themselves, happy for you. Most men want love and give love, support, and be supported. At this point, this woman should date herself. But I'm still confused on how she said she can raise kids by herself when she needs a man to help bring that baby to life. She definitely will be part of that statistic in 2030, where 45% of women will be single and
invest
alone
in
with
the cat
cats.
food.
These women are so upset at men, and yet they can't stop talking about them. It's really an obsession at this point. And the simple truth is, most women treat the relationship like it's a transaction. What kind of man would be attracted to be with someone like that?
where do I find all these successful men to have dates with? So I'm single since 9 months, and yesterday it's been my 50th first date. Mostly these guys, they're entrepreneurs, CEOs, high position finance guys, like really cool, interesting, ambitious men. Where do I find them? I'll be honest, I'm not good in like meeting people offline. I'm workaholic, I have 2 business. When I'm on events, I'm focused on events. Like I do not even notice if men look on me or not. So dating apps is my choice. I use Bumble, Hinge, and Ride. Most of you think that Bumble is for feminine men because men cannot write there first, but it changed. Now you can have a prompt, like an opening phrase, and men can react on that. So they can text you first now. But honestly, Bumble for me is a little bit on level of Tinder because people do not put too much effort on making their bios there, choosing photos. Hinge,
These
so
women,
much better. So yeah,
these
Hinge is my
dating app
choice. And you should
veterans,
just turn on your
absolutely
intuition,
not.
read through profiles of men, not go only for looks, and actually try to understand what kind of lifestyle this guy has, what does he do for life, etc. So I wish you luck on that, and you can share your experience where you usually find successful guys, interesting guys to have dates with.
So this woman has been on 51 dates in 9 months and still haven't been able to find a match. What does that tell you exactly? First off, I would say she's not being intentional when she's dating. Second, I would say she's just using guys for free meals. The only thing she was intentional about is finding rich, successful guys to give her a lifestyle she does not deserve while having other guys on the side. That's truly disgusting. And honestly, being on dating apps for men is just a bad idea in itself.
It's official. There are no more actual real good men in the city of Toronto. I'm actually thinking in the entire world because I just got bamboozled by a Christian man. So I've dated people, you know, from the streets, worldly men, whatever men, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try dating and talking to
Why don't you not date for a while?
men because I was raised Christian, I'm Christian, it is what it is. Y'all, I just got played by a Christian man. At this point, I might as well start dating a damn dog. They're looking more loyal.
A good man is like a designer bag. They don't stay on the market for long. The women who can recognize and appreciate them early in life are the fortunate ones, securing something rare and valuable. Just like a designer bag, a good man brings quality with something truly priceless.
I don't flirt back. I just don't care. Like, I don't care to put forth the energy. Like, I don't. A nice man has came my way and I still just been like, cool, because I'm good. But then I lay in my bed at night alone and I want a man so bad. So, like, what's wrong with me?
You want to know why dating is so hard? It's
Her ego's
because
in
when
the
you
way.
meet someone, say on a dating app or in public or whatever, they don't know how to plan a date. Like, if I have to hear, you let me know, or let's do something sometime, or yeah, I'd love to hang out.
It's
No,
always on the
bro, when?
guys.
'Cause I
It's
gotta
always
put
on
you
the
in my account,
guys.
okay? And I think this is why I get annoyed when men are like, women are so masculine. You just asked me where we're going on our first date, and you want me to act feminine? You just acted feminine. I would love to fall into my femininity. Trust me, okay? I want to act like I don't know how to use the GPS. In fact, I don't even know how to drive, okay? But if you're not in your masculinity, a woman is not going to fall into her femininity. Can you guys try a little harder, please?
I do agree that if you plan a date, then you should follow it through. It's just common courtesy. But generally speaking, once women understand it's not a competition and more about finding a partner, someone you can be yourself with, the world will be a better place.
All I gotta say, if you are dating a man in his 40s and he is divorced, the 3-month rule does not apply. You need a 6-month rule. For them, it's really around the 6th-month mark that the mask falls off. That's
Here
when
we
you
go,
see
here
some
we
crazy
go.
shit. Because let me tell you something. Do not be fooled.
He's a
They
narcissist.
are the most immature men I have dated. By immature, I mean might all have had personality disorders. Also, if they played a sport, run. If they played any professional sport, run for your fucking life. Pray for us.
What do you want to be for Halloween? Yours? I would like to be yours.
I've had a few people ask me how I approach guys at bars. This is what I do. First, I look out for 2 things. I look to make sure that they are not in a relationship, or at least from what I can see.
Yeah, right.
If they came with a girl, maybe. If they are interacting with girls outside their friend group. That usually means that they're single, but you never know. The other thing I look for is to see if they're like having a good time. If they're like having fun and like dancing and stuff like that, I like those kind of guys. So that's another green light for me to approach them. And then so to approach them, I just kindly walk up to them, and either if they're not looking, I'll tap them, or I'll just say, hey, can I buy you a drink? And usually they're in shock. And then after we get past the shock phase, then they'll respond and be like, yeah, so we'll go up to the bar together, and then we'll start talking, and I'll buy them a drink. And if they don't drink, I'll buy you water or Red Bull, whatever you want, or I'll still talk to you, because it's a good opening line. It's to offer someone something for free. And usually people don't decline that. So that's what I do.
Truthfully, this is what most of these women need to do if they truly desire boyfriends. Just complaining and crying on TikTok won't make the situation better.
We're trying to tell
I'm
them.
pretty sure this would make any man's day, simply because they're invisible to about 90% of women,
I sat there
from
listening to her.
18 until death. But these women won't get off their
A
high
nice little
horse.
tight body,
They
you know
just
what I'm saying?
expect the man to notice them and make a move. They keep repeating the same cycle. They go out, no one approach them, and back on TikTok to cry. It doesn't end.
I thought you'd never ask.
Confidence in self, so my subservitude is willing and beautiful. Nurturing your mind, your physical body, nurturing your emotions, love for self first, so that love for you is always constant.
I'm not gonna lie, the dating scene in Chicago is really hard. I think a lot of city boys think they can get away with playing the field rather than trying to step up and be a man. As women, we're
And baggages anyway.
You need to be easy to please and hard to get. What this means is, at the beginning, be easygoing. Be agreeable with him. Focus on having fun and enjoying the moment. Don't be overly difficult and demanding. Think about embodying a fountain of positivity, love, light, happiness. What you want is very light, easygoing energy. This energy in a woman is infectious. But at the same time, whilst you're doing this, you don't want to appear too available. Remember, your independence and your allure and your mystery is attractive. So how do you get that balance right? Don't always be available when called. Don't always answer. Bail on a few dates here and there because something just came up. I'm not telling you to play games. This channel is not about playing games. It's about healthy, genuine love. However, the psychology behind it proves that we want the things that are harder to get.
Don't do it to yourself,
Especially
ladies.
for a man, he enjoys the chase.
No, we
he wants
don't.
to chase you.
She's lying. She
In
ain't
his
got a
mind,
man.
he's thinking,
Where's her man?
Yeah.
Where's her
You
man?
know what? Of course, there's 12 other people that want to hang
Where
out with
is
her.
her man?
Because she's so incredible.
No.
So
Babble.
I want to chase her even more now because she's in such high demand. Everybody wants her company, and I want her company. This is going to keep him captivated and continuing investing in you. And obviously it's going to have him on his knees begging to be with you. Because now you are hot commodity.
And you wonder why we have this issue in modern dating today. When we have women playing games like this instead of being honest, it
doesn't
just
work.
makes men not want to date anymore. What they fail to understand is that real men don't play games. The type of guys that they want will not tolerate such a thing, because that man has many options. He can easily replace her. This method will only work on the men that these women don't really see a future with. They just want the thrill of being chased, because it makes them feel special. It excites them.
Let's face it, ladies, dating apps are exhausting, so I'm going to share some tips that have worked really well for me in the past for how to get a guy at the bar. Tip number 1, don't make eye contact with anyone. Boys really hate that. It makes them so uncomfortable, so they'll know you're interested in them by how often you're not looking at them. So keep your eyes to yourself. Tip number 2 is you want to make yourself inaccessible. So what I like to do is have my friends create a human wall around me so it's nearly impossible to come up to talk to me. Now I know you're probably thinking, like, why would I do this? But men love a challenge, so they'll love this. Tip number 3, and probably the most important one, is the blender. This dance move is just so sexy and so effective, the men absolutely love it. The clip got cut off a little early, but after I did this, so many men came up to talk to me. I wouldn't lie to you. You need to try it out.
Another thing that I would make illegal if I became president for men to do in relationships, if you are in a relationship, you cannot follow Instagram models. Okay, so before you get into
She's too unattractive to be looking at.
You realize women are the ones posting those things. Let's make it illegal for women to have rosters.
For you to do all the little things for her. To show her that she's always on your mind and heart.
It's a waste of time and waste of pain. True love.
All right, y'all. Look, man, that's another quick one. Listen, man, what do you think? You guys drop a comment below. We're going to keep dropping these bangers regardless of what's going on with the algorithm. That's the only way to get back into it. So smash that like, drop a comment, share the video. Let's go. Let's get this channel back up and going. Love and light. I'm your brother, and I'm out.